Good morning. I'm Elizabeth. I'm running with Hooks and Yarn. And today is Vlogmas Day 18, which means it's December 18th. And it's a Monday. I don't feel the greatest. I did not sleep all that great. I didn't do much yesterday, so there isn't going to be any prior video to this, mostly because all I did was sit my butt right there in my spot, because I'm in my husband's spot right now. Yesterday, hung out with my kids and I knit. That's all I did yesterday because I didn't feel good. My head, like I said, my head's been pounding. We've had a big weather change because it was kind of warm and then it was really rainy and now it's snowing. So hi, welcome to Midwest Ohio. So this is probably going to be pretty short and I'm sorry about that. Hopefully I will get back to, I don't know, maybe being a little more chatty. Not sure if you all enjoy the chatty, but if you do, awesome. Anyway, I am having my coffee. I love this mug. It says, I'm a Grinch until I've had my coffee. And then it has snowflakes around the top of it. I love it. I got it at Joann's. I also have water today because I am very dehydrated, even though I've tried to stay super hydrated. So, let's see. Let's just open some Advents and then we'll talk about projects. So, the 12 Days of Creepmas from Fangirl Fibers, day 18. I absolutely love how she takes the time to print out the sticker with the date on it. I think that is absolutely genius. Don't look at the color, Elizabeth. Let's see what the inspo is first. All right, so the inspiration is Hans Trap. This is some sort of folklore. Anyway, here is the inspiration if you would like to pause and read. Let's see the color. You ready? Oh, this is really pretty. So it's a reddish brown. It kind of reminds me of maybe a red wine. Maybe not as dark though. This is really pretty. I still don't know what I want to do with these because they're so dark and moody. I may just add them to my granny stripe blanket. Or maybe I'll start another one. Or maybe the sweet shop blanket. Oh, nope. I don't know. So I will put this in the bag. I left it upstairs by my desk, which I do plan on moving the desks around sometime this week because I am very lucky to have PTO this week. So hopefully I'll get some shots of me doing something other than, working maybe. I don't know. But I do know that my husband and I are going to go out at some point and try to get some stocking stuffers. But yeah, so I'm off work all this week. I don't go back until the day after Christmas. So I'm very excited about that. I needed some downtime to just relax and take care of the stuff around the house and get, I don't know, just maybe get in a better Christmassy mindset. Like, I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite right after Halloween. If I could have Christmas and Halloween all year, I would like Halloween decorations and Christmas decorations all year. It would be perfect. But we can't do that. So I'm really glad that I can take this. I'm going to take this week. I'll get the kids early so we can go to, hopefully maybe go see some Christmas lights, but I'll get them for Christmas this year. And I'm now just rambling. So let's see today's fiber seed. So remember, we've been in bright yellows. I haven't looked at it yet, but there's the box. But we've been in bright yellows. So I wonder where we're going to go. Oh, it's like a sunset, like a beach sunset, orange and words, Elizabeth, words. like a sunset on the beach, orange and yellow. There we go. Now I can speak. This is so pretty. Lindsay, this sweater is going to be absolutely glorious, and I might go back to the yarn store today or tomorrow to see if I can find something that I can cast on, like, so I can start the sweater, because this is just so pretty. I'm just in love with it. It's, I love it so much. Oh, blanket. So, blanket. I am also really loving making this blanket. I'm so proud of myself for having kept up, but we are kept up. So remember, we started day 1 here, and we were going around and up. So day 17 is this beautiful blue. I don't know if I actually caught how pretty this was yesterday. Let me see if I can, How pretty is this though? It's just like a deep royal blue. But I'm truly enjoying making this blanket. I'm not sure how big it's eventually going to get, but I really am enjoying it. It took me far too long to get this done yesterday because I was constantly on my phone trying to do all the things. But like, this normally takes me about 45 minutes to make one. It took me almost 2.5 hours yesterday because all I was doing was like, I do a couple rows and then I jump on my phone and I do a couple rows and my kids would need me, and when I do a couple rows and my husband would need me, and so let's check out what today's is. I'm guessing we're gonna have another tonal, but you know what? I don't know, because I didn't look at the colorway names. I noticed that I haven't been doing that, so let's just, oh, this is so pretty. So it's very much like yesterday's, because it's blue, but this has got some different colors, some different hues of blue. This has got some dark and some light. Oh, this is gonna be so pretty in here. Look at this. Let's see if I can get it up here to make it work. And sitting it next to this brown, look how pretty that's going to be. Can you guys see? Look how pretty. Oh, I am so much enjoying this blanket. So one of the other things I've been doing is watching a lot of Vlogmas, past Vlogmases, because I've been doing very good at staying caught up. So I got caught up yesterday, and I was watching some of the Crazy Sock Lady's membership videos that she, they're little extra videos that she puts out for the people in her membership. So I was watching past videos, and one of the things that she keeps talking about is, you know, joy in your making, whatever that happens to be. And I feel like that's why I have so many projects going on, is because they start out with some joy, or I have some inspiration, and then I get more inspiration. So, and then I lose it because I want to do something else. It's also some of my ADHD, which, hi, welcome to being an adult with ADHD. That's what happens. I'm just gonna set this here. But I have been noticing, like, right in the last couple of weeks, I have just wanted to knit, and I am a crocheter. I am a crocheter. I love to crochet, but all I've wanted to do lately is knit, and I'm really happy with that. And especially because I've been knitting socks, and I figured out the heel flap, heel turn, and gusset, and I'm just like, I'm hooked. I have printed out patterns because I have all these socks that I want to make. Yeah, all of these socks I want to make. So I should probably talk about my socks. It took me a little while yesterday. Ooh, dropped all these patterns on the ground. It took me a little while yesterday because, like I said, I literally sat and knit all day long. But I got my socks caught up. And caught up to me means they're at the same spot. So they are literally at the same spot, stitches and all. But I have 2 socks with heel flaps, heel turns, and gusset stitches picked up. I'm still working on the decreases, but I am keeping the striping going. Let's see if I can, there we go. But look at this. I did this. Little old me. Look at that. How cute are these? So my goal and my hope with these, make sure I put them back in the right spot because the yarn is getting kind of tangly if I don't pay attention to it. My goal with these is to have them done by the end of the year. I'm not going to say by Christmas because I don't want to put that much pressure on myself. But the goal is by the end of the year, so the end of the month, I would like to have these done. At the very least, be on the toe. Which I think that's going to be very doable considering I do have the next week off work. And I don't have a whole lot of plans. I might have my niece Gracie on Thursday and Friday. I don't know yet, but I don't have a whole lot of plans coming up this week. It's really a week of rest and relaxation and, you know, Christmassy stuff. And we don't have a whole lot of like families we have to go see and gifts to exchange, and I like to keep it low key but fun, if that makes any sense. Like if the boys want to make some cookies, we'll make some cookies, or like I was telling you guys the other night that Gavin made all those cookies and stuff, and he wanted to do that by himself, so I just sat in the kitchen with him and we kind of chit chatted, and I knit and he made the cookies and stuff. So you know, I just try to keep that stuff low key, and because I want my kids to know that like it's not all about the gifts and the things and the doing. It's about being a family and loving one another and being together. And even though times are kind of hard for us at the moment, like we can just be together, and even if that means we're in separate rooms, like we're still together. And that we're all loved. And I don't know, I'm in my feels today. I also did something last night. So I showed in the video that I was going to do the Find the Joy socks with my Joy to the World yarn. As I was editing, I had already changed my mind to do the Morning Glory, or the Sunday morning, is this Sunday coffee or morning coffee? Give me a sec. I had changed to do this one, the morning coffee socks by Kay Litton. Crazy sock lady. She has some great patterns. That's kind of why I'm like, I hope she doesn't think I'm a creeper because I adore her. And if you're watching, Kay, I seriously love you, and I am going like in the middle of trying to watch every single one of your videos because I think we would be best friends. You might whip me into shape too to get, you know, disciplined. But anyway, I was gonna do these morning coffee socks, but I was about 10 to 12 rows in and you couldn't see the pattern at all. The yarn is just too busy. So I ripped everything back last night. I ripped everything back and I restarted. So I have 15 rows of a cuff done. I pulled this out as a little progress keeper because I thought it was super cute, and my tip toppers. So yes, I ripped all of this out. Hence you can see it's still kind of noodly, ramen noodly. And I was talking to a girlfriend of mine, and we were looking at the vanilla latte pattern, which I can't find. And she gave me a little bit of insider advice or knowledge that a lot of sock patterns are just 8-stitch repeats. So if you didn't know that, there's a little hint, which I thought was really cool. So I went back and looked at the pictures, and I think I might know. But I also realized as I was, you know, sitting there trying to read knitting on a picture of someone else's knitting, I think I know what the repeat is, and I think I'm gonna try to like reverse engineer it and make it myself. But you know what I'm also learning about socks is as long as you do the same thing on both socks, I don't think it really matters. they're my socks. So I think I'm going to do 20 rounds of knit 2 purl 2. So I've got 5 more rounds to do, which I'm noticing this is getting so much faster. I did this in like 40 minutes, 45 minutes maybe, which was insane to me. Considering the very, very first time I tried to do socks, it took me 3 days to do 10 rounds of knit 2 purl 2. And that was, I tried to do the Stephen West socks as my first socks, the mystery socks, the contrast blast. Yeah, that was dumb. But I still have the yarn, and I still have the, sorry, someone was walking in the yard. I still have the yarn, I still have the cuff on, and it's on magic loop, which I don't really like magic loop. I've noticed I really like 9-inch circulars. I think I'm going to take it off the magic loop and try to pick up stitches with 9-inch circulars and make vanilla socks out of them. Or, I don't know, I have 2 colors, so maybe I can figure something out. But anyway, so what I think I'm going to do is 20 rounds of knit 2 purl 2. I cast on 56 stitches because I am small. That's the size that I think I need. And I think I'm going to do a pattern of knit 6 purl 2. And just repeat that pattern, then do a heel flap, turn and gusset, and then I will keep the same pattern, which again, I think I'm going to do knit 6 purl 2 down the front of the sock, and then down the back of the sock, I'm going to do just stockinette. And then I'll just do a toe. But I think that's what I'm going to do because I wanted to do something with a little bit of a pattern, but because I can look at this ribbing and anything more than this is going to be too much. You're not going to be able to see the ribbing, like you're not going to be able to see the pattern. So if I don't like that, I'm just going to I'm probably going to do 5 rows. If I don't like those 5 rows, I'm going to leave them. And then I'm just going to do stockinette because this yarn is too beautiful to I want this yarn to shine. Yeah, I want this yarn to shine. So I might end up just doing a vanilla sock with this, even though I am dying and itching to do a pattern. And I have all of the socks all of these socks I want to cast on. But yeah, so I'm rambling. And all I really want to do is turn on the TV right there and put on a Christmas movie and watch Vlogmas on my phone because, hi, ADD, I can do that stuff, and knit right now. What I really need to do is go upstairs and I need to move my desks around and maybe get some organization in my yarn and whatnot, but I'm not feeling it right now. I probably should go out and run too, but I am very congested right here. I don't know if you guys can tell it in my voice, but I'm very congested. My head is pounding. Like it's whew, whew, whew. That's what it's doing inside of my brain right now. Inside of my skull. That's what my brain's doing inside of my skull. That's what it feels like. And I am not in actual training for the marathon yet. I'm 19 weeks out from the Glass City Marathon. I have a couple more weeks where I can miss workouts. And this would be the longest run I've done since October. And it's not that I don't want to do it. I'm finally feeling the rest, relaxation, and calm that I've been looking for all year. And I want to soak it up. So I'll probably get out and run something today, even if it's just a couple of miles, but I am going to give myself grace that I need to take care of my heart and my mind and my body as much, and my soul as much as I need to take care of my body. And part of that taking care of my body is sometimes it's just not running. Maybe I'll do an intense yoga video or something to help with the headache or whatever, but I just can't today, or at least at this moment. So I really thought this was going to be a quick video. I realize now it's about 20 minutes. So that means all I've been doing is chit-chatting. Because I showed myself yesterday I could open Advents in 5 minutes. But I've been chit-chatting, so I'm going to get off here, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday, and I am going to do my best to get some other clips for tomorrow. So Bye. Have a great rest of your day.